What up, noob tubes? It's your boy Kenji back again. More drafties. I guess this will be a new day for y'all, but this is the third video I've recorded today. No big deal. Just chaining through them like a champ. Anyway, hit that like and subscribe button before you do anything else. Otherwise, who knows what might happen. Crimson Vow, pick one, pack one. Opened a Path of Peril. Decent card. I think the effect is worth first picking, even though the cleave ability means you need black and white for it. Other good cards: Thirst for Discovery, Lambhold Raconteur, and then a couple other good cards. There's a lot of good black and red here. Yeah, but we'll just take the Path of Peril and see what this leads down. I don't mind first picking a pseudo dual colored card. One with a unique ability like this anyways. And second pick, just very, very easy Foreboding Statue. Talked about this card a bunch, but keeps you open, ramps and fixes early, and then turns into a relevant creature late game, so does it all. Otherwise, what? Weaver of Blossoms, Archghoul of Thraben. Yeah, easy statue there for me. Ooh. Couple of good red cards here now. Rending Flame and Abrade. I guess I will take the Rending Flame. I don't love this signal that we're passing necessarily, but it's a good sign if we're getting a pick 3 Rending Flame with an Abrade in the pack. Yeah. Alright, good enough to me. Not shabby. 2 mana obviously better than 3 mana, but 5 damage obviously better than 3 damage, so. Mono 3 drops right now. Get past a Sigarda's Imprisonment. Wolf Strike. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be probably Imprisonment here, I guess. The reason we take this over Wolf Strike is because Path of Peril already overlaps with white a teeny bit anyways. Not much in the pack, so seems like the right choice to me. I don't mind splashing in this format. There are a decent number of fixers. Wow, that is a very late Fellstinger. Okay. I think this card is pretty darn good. Nice. Yeah, we'll take it. Not much here. Celebrant, Fountain, Pummeler's fine. Stinger's real good. You know, as much as I hate this card and I think it's bad, with this much removal in my deck, it might not actually be the worst card ever. That's not singing high praises, of course, but let's give it a shot. Why not? Wow. Purifier and a Minister in this pack is kind of nuts. Sure, we'll take the 7th pick, mark up Purifier, and pass the Minister. Which is mono 3 drops right now, but so be what in the pick 8 Blood Tithe Harvester? I don't even know what people are doing, but okay. I will take the Harvester then. That is just a very, very good uncommon. Very good 2-drop. I mean, it looks like we're going Grixis, Mardu removal, as we take a Celebrants here over Gift of Fangs. This was our initial pack. Huh. What? The Thraben Wield? But we don't even want it anymore, I guess. Well, there's not much else in this pack anyway. I guess we're gonna take it, but this is unlikely to be played. Very strange pack one so far. Just removal spell, removal spell, removal spell, removal spell. Good creature, good creature, good creature, good creature, good creature. Our worst card here is the Skulking Killer, of course, but yeah, I don't know. This is where it becomes awkward. I don't mind splashing for like a single card of a different color, but I don't like going full on 3 color. Like a black-red 2-drop into a white-black 3-drop is kind of awkward. We'll see. Ragged Recluse looks like it'll probably be fine here. We already have a decent number of ways to make some blood. If I had to pick... No, we're all over the place right now. We have as many black cards as red cards as white cards, basically. Okay. I was gonna say, if I have to pick between two of the colors, but we are actually just split all the way around. This probably means I'm gonna need to get like an heirloom if we stick to the 3-color nonsense. Or some Evolving Wilds or whatever. This isn't a bad spot to be. If nothing else, we're very open. Incoming green bomb. Feast your eyes on that. Okay. Well, I think we'll be playing black here. This pack is actually just kind of nuts for black, too. We're passing a Bleed Dry and a Gluttonous Guest. Also losing out on a Lambhold, Raconteur, Impulse, Minister. You can't pass this card, though. It's just too good. I mean, I've beaten it before. I've lost with it before, but... It's just... If you can get to 7 mana, the game is going to end pretty short order after that. Alright, another very good pack, but more so for the Bant colors. Obviously, we're not going to take any of those cards. We just have a Socialite and an Epicure here for us. I mean, the thing with Demon, it's not bad to take these lowly creatures like the Epicure. Obviously, having a bunch of 1-drops and a bunch of 7-drops or whatever is kind of strange, but it's not the worst pick in the world. I think we'd still rather take the Socialite first and foremost. But, like I said, Epicure would not be bad. Ballista Watcher... Oh, we're probably just taking the Bolt. I want some more early game interactions since our late game is starting to get pretty darn good. Right? We have a Wrath already. We have a Demon now, so we want to make sure that we can buy time to the late game. I am passing quite a few good ones, though. Yeah, I mean, again, this pack is insane. You get some packs that oftentimes just don't have very many playables, even as early as, like, pick 2 or 3. But this one has nothing but playables, in essence. Yeah, I mean, we're going to wheel something red or black just because of how many playables there are, so... Happy to take the cheap interaction. And I think I'm going to do so again. You can't really go wrong with Blessed Bolt. I still like a Braid more than it, but Bolt does a really, really good job versus a lot of colors. Another really strong pack here, though, of course. Weaver, Taxi, Scavenger. And, okay, we'll take the Scavenger this time. I like it more than the Epicure. It does a lot of work. And I think we're just moving more so towards the red-black now. I might splash the Path of Peril, but I'm certainly not going to splash the Purifier. Imprisonment's a maybe, but probably not going to be necessary given that we've already picked up quite a few other removal spells now, so... This is looking really, really good. Malice isn't terrible. Belligerent Guest is okay. I think we'd rather have the Malice here first. The Malice is especially good with creatures that you can sacrifice yourself, so... Insane with your Harvesters, pretty darn good with your Stingers. Let's take it. Another Malice we don't need. Wedding Invitation could be good. I think here I'd rather just take the Fearful Villager, though. Another decent early game play. Not looking at the Lacerate Flesh at all. That is low totem pole removal, and we have plenty already. I will want to get some Wedding Invitations if we can. Ooh, Fountain, yeah, was another nice pickup over Gargantua. Okay. I will take the Bleed Dry on the wheel. Knife. Probably don't need the knife. Here's the pack that had a bunch of good cards where we were expecting something to wheel, and in fact we did. We'll take the Celebrants over the 2-drop. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, we are just getting hooked up. Big time. Okay. So... I still didn't get an Evolving Wilds as we wheel an Epicure. Fantastic. I still didn't get an Evolving Wilds and the Belligerent Guest. And I still didn't get a, who do you call it? Heirloom. So I think priority number 1 is getting the fixing, because our deck is already so stacked anyways. None of that here, though, so we'll just take a Blood Petal Celebrant over another Ragged Recluse, although both are fine. Hot freaking damn. If we don't get to 7 wins with this deck, I am going to be very upset. I'm just going to say that now. I almost want to take Rending Flame because Parasitic Grasp could wheel. Is that crazy? I mean, we wheeled the Bleed Dry out of that other pack in pack 2. Alright, now let's do it. Yeah. I mean, if I don't get any fixing for Path of Peril, I just won't play it. There's no need. We already have so much good removal. Our deck is already insane as it is. Like, if there's a better, like, so I'll take Evolving Wilds over a lot of things, but I would not take Heirloom over a good playable, because we just don't need it. Another Bleed Dry, yeah, sure. I mean, these packs are stacked. I don't know what people are drafting. Diver Scab, Child, Minister, Bearer. We actually want to pick up some number of, like, Blessed Bolt again. We need to pick up some pointed discussions. We have infinite 1-for-1 removal now. So we actually need some ways to get some extra cards. Yeah, like I really, really want to pick up a pointed discussion here. I don't even know what I'm supposed to take. I guess the Fearful Villager and the Belligerent Guest are currently filler cards that we can replace with one of these better ones. I think I'm going to go with another Scavenger. 3 Scavengers is kind of nice. Yeah, Celebrants is okay. Heroes Downfall now 7th pick. What is happening? We are going to wheel that Parasitic Grasp at this rate. That would come back around, what was it, 9th pick? 10th pick? Damn, didn't get a pointed discussion, though. I don't think we're going to run a 2nd Fountain. I don't think we're going to run a 3rd Celebrant. But I guess the Celebrant is a little bit more likely. I don't even know what I would cut if I picked up the Parasitic Grasp. I guess I would cut... I mean, we don't need Malice then. I guess I would cut one of the bolts for the Grasp. Maybe we don't need 3 bolts. Because look at our removal. 3 bolts, Harvester, 2 Rending Flames, Downfall, 2 Bleed Dry. I think it's next pick, right? I think his next pack is where we would see the Parasitic Grasp if we do. Okay, yeah, this is one of the craziest drafts I've had of this format. Rather, that is to say, this is one of the best decks I've had in this format. I don't know what to cut here. I guess the Ragged Recluses are a little bit low power. Yeah, I mean, I have some blood production, but I don't have that much. And I'd rather have the producers like the Epicures than the Ragged Recluses. Especially for demon purposes. Yeah, and like I said, I think I might just cut one of the Blessed Bolts since we picked up the Grasp on the wheel. This is the craziest removal I think I've ever had in this format, that's for sure. Like, let's take a peek real quick. Removal, 3 bolts, a Grasp, 2 Rending Flame, a Downfall, 2 Bleed Dries. Then we have 3 Death Touch creatures and a Harvester. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut one of the bolts. This is absolutely absurd. I guess we need to go a little bit... We have a lot of double black, so it feels like a little bit heavier black is the right choice here, even though we have more red early game. It's not like we need Epicures on turn 1. We'd rather make sure that we can hit our removal on curve. Like, Parasitic Grasp oftentimes is black, black, and 1, you know? Holy moly. Alright, 9 and 8. And again, this deck is insane. I'm just missing some card draw. I guess we have a Fellstinger. But this deck really did want a pointed discussion because we'll be using so much 1-for-1 removal that getting up on cards is going to be nice. Because blood tokens don't put you up on cards. You know? You're discarding one to draw one, so you're not netting anything, you're just digging deeper. But yeah, this deck's absurd. I don't know if it's the best deck I've ever drafted in this format. But it's probably pretty close. It's not the most bomb-heavy deck I've had. But yeah, we'll see how the games run out. Because this is a good one. The nice thing about this deck, too, is that because we have so much good removal, it's not even that bad if we lose the die roll. A lot of decks, they want to be on the die roll or on the play at any cost. But actually, I think with having this much removal, it might even benefit us to be on the draw, to get that extra card, you know? We are on the draw here with a pretty sad looking hand. Yeah, we'll go down to 6. Much better looking 6. Let's pitch the Fountain. That's much a late game play. And we have a blood token off of the Epic here anyways. Sporeback Wolf, sure. This is what I'm talking about, though. We don't even want to use the blood token. Like, maybe if I had 3 lands in my hand, but we're okay just drawing whatever. Lands are good, spells are good, you know? I would be surprised if they sacked the wolf. I'm happy with it, though. To me, them getting rid of their 2/2 is worth a card. For me. Okay. Man, where's all my early game removal? I don't want to have to use the Hero's Downfall in that assistant. Aha! We found a target. Alright, go away, Oddity. I'll take 3, go to 15. And let's actually just eat the Oddity right now. That was a good draw. So they can't shuffle it back in with Witness the Future or Retrieve or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and take the 3, because next turn we have a 4/4 that can just block it, and a 2/3 Death Toucher is a lot better versus many cards in the blue-green deck. And now we're gonna start pitching some blood. Sorry, pitching some lands to blood. We do have that 7-drop in our deck, of course, but ooh, they mulched with Grolnok. So they drew basically 4 cards off that mulch. Very nice for them. I'm probably going to need to go a little bit more aggressive now, I would think. Scavenger. Let's go ahead and pitch 1 land, draw a card. Grasp is good. Let's swing in with both. I'm assuming Scavenger's going to trade with their assistant. And I'm just going to go ahead and shoot the frog right now before they can get any more value from it. Hopefully we don't see like a diver scab this turn. Okay, that's fine. Nothing? So this could be a chill or something. That's a good draw. Let's go to combat. Okay, nothing. I will attack for 4. I'm actually going to pass priority then with Rending Flame. They could very easily have a counter in their hand, and this way we can still hold up Flame for the Biolume Egg. Seven mana pass again is interesting. I guess they have the Kraken, which is a little bit concerning. I guess how we beat the Hullbreaker Kraken is casting Scavenger right now, putting them to 2, and then Rending Flame on the Lantern Bearer. Yep. It's always obvious when they have it. Sure. Drake, bounce my Celebrant. We're really hoping they just tap out. They can't bounce my Scavenger, though, without having an instant or a sorcery. Dream Shackle Geist, okay. Oh, they didn't even bounce the Epic here either. That's funny. I guess they can attack me for 7 if they tap my Scavenger. Alright, I'm gonna discard the Celebrant here and see what we draw. Gain 7 life. Okay, that's actually the perfect draw, because the Fellstinger kills them, and then if they have an instant to counter it, I Rending Flame the Spirit to kill them as well. So they have to... I mean, well, it doesn't matter. If they bounce this back to my hand, I just recast it anyways. I don't even know what I'm talking about. GG, nice try. Not today, you damn Kraken. Not today. My deck is too good for you. I refuse to lose to your garbage. Alright, let's go next. Their deck was scary. But mine is scarier. Oof. I think we had a lot of different ways to win that game still, though. Given that we already had the Rending Flame in their hand, well, yeah, of course. Oh wait, no. So I guess because they had Cradle of Safety, the Rending Flame wasn't going to be good enough. Because they don't bounce the Rending Flame, they just give the creature Hexproof. Oh, you know what? I don't think Kraken... Wait, is Kraken a May? What's the wording on Hullbreaker Kraken? Or Hullbreaker Horror, which is a Kraken. Choose... Okay, choose up to 1, so they don't need to bounce a spell back if they don't want to, right? Fair enough. Alright, on the play here with a pretty nice looking hand. 1-drop, 2-drop with 2 removal spells to follow up. So we can already cast every single card in our hand. And that might even be good enough to win the game. It frequently is. Just 1-drop, 2-drop, removal, removal. Wow. Just naked Reckless Impulse. That is impressive. I don't know if it's good, but it's impressive. I don't think we're going to use the blood yet, because we don't know what we want to draw. It's fine, we'll just grasp that. Again, we don't know what we want to draw. I mean, we might even be discarding some Blessed Bolts here. Lightning Wolf. Yeah, let's keep the pressure on. A 1-drop, a 2-drop, and 10 removal spells. Let's go. We actually just want them to keep casting creatures, right? We don't want them to have removal. That's the sad part about this. That is a very large creature. Good thing we have another removal spell for it, though. This is actually insane. Sure. I wonder if they're gonna concede here out of frustration. I think I'm actually... Yeah, no, I don't even think I play anything. Because if they just play another 4 toughness creature, we can double shoot it. That's fine. Yeah, let's go for it. One drop, 2-drop, literal 10 removal spells. Attack. Oh. Alright. 3/3 menace. I mean, I don't even, like, they have to feel so bad. I played a 1-drop, a 2-drop on the play, and then in order, grasp your creature, kill it. Rending Flame your creature, kill it. Hero's Downfall, kill it. Rending Flame, kill it. Blessed Bolt, kill it. Holy crap. The funniest part about all of that is that if they just had, like, or rather, if they had used the removal spell earlier, if they had that Abrade earlier, for example, on the 2/1, I would just have no pressure. Like, yeah, I could kill all their creatures, but I would do no damage to them, so... Their play made sense, don't get me wrong. Like, after your opponent's used 3 removal spells, 4 removal spells, you're not expecting them to have any more. But that... that's what I'm saying. That's why we needed pointed discussion or better in this deck, because... We can 1-for-1 somebody for days, but if they just get a little bit of too much, or if they get too much value off of a couple of cards, then they're going to grind us out. So, yeah, that was a limited game of Magic the Gathering, my friends. It was pretty special. Oh no! Now the matchmaker's like, all right, we need to give him the best deck we've ever seen. What? No 1-drop, 2-drop infinite removal? I guess we'll have to settle for this. Yep, we'll go ahead and run that out. And looks good though. Only 1 removal spell is sad, but... Blue-white. Alright, we're gonna be playing against the Enchantments and Spirits deck. Scavengers, we have what, 3 of them? Are gonna be very, very good here. Is that a spirit? It is. Spirit Warlock, of all things. And we'll just pass. No need to main phase the Rending Flame on that and try to get in for a couple points of damage. If they just pass here, though... I'd be a little bit more inclined to do so. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I don't think I would do that if I didn't draw the bleed dry earlier. But I think this is worth it. Sure, that's fine. Now we're much more likely to resolve a 4-drop as well. Although, if they still have a Syncopate for 1, that's going to be sad. Skarda's Imprisonment, sure. Yep, no blocks. It's a pretty good draw step. They didn't have Syncopate last turn, so let's hope they don't have it again. And now we can turn all excess lands we draw into some delicious fresh cards. Okay, no place. We're probably even going to cycle away this Epicure for something better. Upside of discarding the Epicure to a blood token is, not only do we have the fountain on the battlefield anyways, but then we can just eat something and get this 2-3 online. We'll eat the 1-1, because we do have that fountain, so we can get some better creatures back later. Sure. I can still block you, my friend. Hobbled Lancer. Yeah, you got it. Alright, let's pitch the swamp. It's a good one. Alright, let's just run out the Harvester then. I was considering using Bleed Dry on the Cobbled Lancer and getting in for 2, but no need to rush that. It's also a good exile target. Yeah, it's a better Bleed Dry target. Alright, and they are Hellbent. Okay, that's actually a little bit better now, isn't it? Let's use the Harvester, kill the Flyer, and then eat their Flyer. Because now we have Harvester and Celebrants in our graveyard to get back with Blood Fountain. Sure. They did scry one to the top, okay. So because they scried to the top, I'm actually going to pass here and not play out the Celebrants. And even if they don't do anything this turn, I can still just Blood Fountain, so I'm not like wasting my mana. But if they have an exploit card here, then I'd rather be able to kill their egg. Build up an Imprisonment and a Gutter Skulker, that's fine. Sure. Yeah, I'm okay taking up a couple points of damage. Let's just get our creatures back. Our hand is pretty damn stacked. Another Epicure. Alright, let's run out the Celebrants. We saw them scry to the top last turn, but I don't think we need to keep up a removal spell now because they're drawing a random card. If they randomly draw an exploit creature, then great, you got me. Good beats. Something, something skill. Man, we just have too many good plays here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to attack with the Celebrant, but not the 4/4. See if they block. Because if they did, we could let first strike damage resolve and then bolt to play around Fierce Retribution. I'm gonna go ahead and discard the Epic here, see if we can find something better. Okay. And then we can go Swamp Harvester and hold up Downfall. Actually, let's go ahead and just use up our mana efficiently. I'm gonna go ahead and Downfall this. The downside here being that, again, it's not exiled, so they can draw a card later. But I have too many things to do with my mana, so I don't think I can be overly greedy. That's pretty good. Now let's just make the same play as last turn. Attack with a Celebrant. They can already hardcast the Retribution, so there's no fear there. But I don't want to give them good mana usage because now they can't kill one of my 4/4s here end of turn. That's fine, we can just bolt that. If I bolt that though, that means I don't get to attack with my 2/1 first striker anymore. And we're gonna go ahead and bolt the Geist end of turn. Probably gonna Parasitic Grasp the Repository. Okay, let's go ahead and fire that off on the Dawnheart then, because that's a spirit. Sure. So we're gonna hit him for 4/8, 13 damage this turn. 15 actually, because 2 damage from the Rending Flame as well. Not bad. They are gonna need Wrath here. That is not a Wrath. It's good. Wow, 1 mana 3/3 was really good there. We can keep funneling. Let's go ahead and pop off the Serpent. We want to exile the Cobbled Lancer here. So they're going to have to Fierce Retribution one of the Celebrants and then chump the 2/1. Go to 1. Oh, they also had Piercing Light in their hand. Wow, that was very good. I mean, I guess they go to 1 still, but they don't lose their Binding Geist. Okay. That... They actually had a chance to survive here if they had sacked the Imprisonment. They could have found a 2-mana spell, but now they're just dead on board. Sure. I mean, they would need to have drawn something very specific there, but... They wouldn't have been necessarily dead. This deck is just... crazy good. It's only taken me 160 drafts, but we've peaked. Actually, how many drafts have I done? That is a good question. Let's see. I have 50 trophies, and I've trophied 31% of the time, so yeah. We're just over 150 drafts. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. How's this hand looking? On the draw? Yeah, sure, we'll keep it. Epicures aren't anything amazing, but hey, if we just draw some removal spells to follow them up, we all know how that goes. There's definitely merit to discarding the second Epicure. Turn 2 butt. Land, Flourishing Hunter, land. Okay. Yeah, I don't even think we want this second Epicure anymore. We might be discarding this. I'll hold it for now, but I'm no rush to play it out and ping for, you know, 1 damage. And we definitely don't need the blood right now anyway. I'm hoping they just play like a Weaver here that I'll kill. That's not a Weaver. I'm debating if I want to discard this Epicure now. I guess we'll wait 1 more turn. Okay. Now the reason I'm running it out is we can just double block their Spore Crawler if they attack. And I just want all of these cards in my hand right now. Sure. That's fine. The Diagraph Scavengers are so good versus green decks. Like, we're gonna play this, we're gonna eat their Hunter out of their graveyard, we're gonna make a creature that they don't want to attack into. And then we have a second one. Green-black grinds really well, though, so... I don't want to try to make the game go on too long. It'd be pretty funny if they have a Wolf Strike in their hand and they can't attack. Oh, man, that would have been really good with my Epicures. Okay, we'll just play out our Celebrants. No rush to do anything here. We might even just play the Fell Stinger and sack itself. We'll see. We're not blocking. I'd have to double block, and then if they have a way to kill the Scavenger, they just get to straight up eat my Celebrant, so... Yep. 5 is fine. Hey, they do have a Wolf Strike, it looks like. Yep. This is what I'm talking about. They can grind pretty well themselves. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna draw 2 off of this. It's a plan. Gonna just main phase the grasp so they can't draw a pump spell, or if they do have the +2/+2, then they have to do it on my turn where they won't get extra damage. Daddy Demon. I'm okay trading. It eats up their full turn to use the Blood Fountain. I'm not guaranteed to find my 7th land anytime soon. Ooh, they're just digging for a land. Ah, red source. Okay, what do you have? That's kind of scary. We want them to main phase their Blood Fountain or tap out. Nice, okay. That's good. Let's go ahead and eat one of their creatures while we can and they're not with the fountain available. It's almost tempting to discard like the Socialite and try to find another land. I guess now we want to because they're tapped out. Alright. Just looking for land number 7 then. I wouldn't discard Bleed Dry, but Rending Flame's fine. Oh, Blood Fountain's good. Okay, well. That's pretty funny, I guess. That's so much value that we get back to. Alright, I'm just gonna pass here then. Our Diograph Scavenger already stops their Flourishing Hunter. We already ate their relevant creatures out of the yard anyways. Imagine discarding a Rending Flame there. I mean, it made sense. We don't want to kill either of those 2 toughness creatures, and it doesn't kill their Spirit Hunter. Ceremonial Knife, okay. So they can equip that to the Servitor, but that doesn't matter to me. They already had 2 blood tokens. I'm fine taking a hit here for 3. I have a couple different plays here. I can either Blood Fountain back a couple creatures this turn if I wanted to, or I can just Bleed Dry their 6/6. I think it's going to be safest if we just Bleed Dry the 6/6 right now. Because if we draw a land, great, we slam Demon. If we draw a spell, great, then we have spells, you know? So let's go ahead and attack in for 2. I think the one card that can get me here is Crushing Canopy. I can't think of anything else that they could have. with that mana available, so let's slam it. Trigger resolved. And that's probably GG. Yeah, Ragged Recluse ain't gonna save ya. Alright, they're dead on board. Oh, no, I need to land. They're not dead. Oh, no, they are dead on board. We get back double epic here, ping them. Get them for exactly 12. Pretty good. And then even if they didn't die there, we would get 2 more 6/6 flyers from the Epicure's, so... yeah. As I was saying, this deck is insane. Holy moly. It would be a shame if we lost a game with his deck. A complete shame. Travesty. I don't expect to. Nor do I want to. Or maybe vice versa. I don't want to, nor do I expect to. What is like the worst card versus me? A creature that makes another creature. Like Infestation Expert. They play Infestation Expert, I kill the expert, and then the 1/1 keeps poking me. Or card draw effects. Any 2-for-1 plus is awkward. Alright, we're gonna keep this. Really need to hit that 3rd land, but clearly you can't mulligan this hand on the play. And I guess we're gonna lead off with Harvester and Celebrant. Drog Skull Infantry. Found the land because I'm a champion. Oh my god, I'm so tempted to just Rending Flame that and smash. That's such a garbage play though, right? No, I like it. The reason I like it is because the Harvester itself is a removal spell. Versus blue-white, it's going to be hard for them to do anything to that, you know? Bleeding Spell. That card's actually kind of annoying. Alright, fair enough. Can I afford to skip a turn? Or would I rather just Fell Stinger here, draw 2? I think we want to just Fell Stinger here and draw 2. Was really hoping just to slam our Socialite this turn, but... that's fine. Scavenger's very good versus blue-white too. I'm actually at this point going to discard the Celebrant at end of turn, the 2/1. Not relevant enough anymore, and we want to just hit lands. There is a downside about sacking my blood. It makes my Harvester worse, but we have 2 different ways to produce more in hand already, you know? I still stand behind the Rending Flame when I cast it. Sure, that is very aggressive. Wow. I am happy with that. Alright, land means we're going to play Celebrante next turn. I don't foresee them using the Disturb anytime soon, so I'm not in a pinch to scavenge ASAP. Sure, that's fine. A little bit of tempo. I don't mind that. Do you even get to attack this turn with my Harvester? They could have a Piercing Light. I'm not going to play around that. And now I think what we're going to actually do is go Epic here, which is just amazing versus their Spirit. And play the Socialite instead. Because with this much blood, the Socialite's actually larger than the Celebrants anyways. But this also gives me a good blocker if they do something to my Socialite to stop their Spirit from smacking me for 3. I mean, they still have a lot of cards in their hand. Nurturing Presence, okay. They're gonna suit it up with the, no. They do have 3 cards in their hand. Alright. We'll just jump. That's fine. I'm gonna make that a 3/3 for some reason? That'd be great for me. Do it. Make your Spirit a 3/3. Pass. Okay, let's go to combat. Attack. I will go ahead and sack 1. Your move. I'm passing priority. Interesting. I think I'm gonna play my land and pass then. I have no reason to do anything here. Scattered Thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna let the Scattered Thoughts resolve. They milled 2 land. And now I'm gonna main phase, or not main phase, but while they're tapped out, Rending Flame the 1/1 Spirit, and that's gonna put them to 1 life. Now they have to play extremely cautiously. And we have a win right in our hand. Not to mention they have to kill both of these anyways. I mean, if they have like 3... Oh wait, what? Oh, they're gonna give it... Oh, they messed up! They don't get that back until the end of their turn, but they discarded a lifelink card for it. So remember, with the Fleeting Spirit, if you do it at the end of somebody's turn, it's not going to come back until the end of the following turn. So they're still dead on board. They have to do more things here. Oh no, I guess they're getting their Spirit back, aren't they? But yeah, we're hoping they just tap out. And then we kill him with the Scavenger. Come on, tap a little bit more. Perfect. Alright, get back their Spirit. Scavenger, eat any of their creatures, and GG. Didn't even need you, Dreadfeast Demon. Alright, climbing. Climbing! Why can't I just draft decks like this every single time? 5-0. 2 mo, please. Can't be that hard with a deck this good, right? Everything is possible. These are the decks that you dream about when you go into a draft. Happen once in a blue moon, but when they do, you just feel untouchable. Unstoppable. Okay, let's go, go, go. On the draw here, 2-drop, removal, removal, removal. I think I will keep. This is what I'm saying though, I think this deck is actually better on the draw than on the play. Because having that one extra card is just so, so nice when the deck is mono removal, you know? Okay, even drew a 1-drop removal if they have a creature I can kill on turn 1. Five removal spells and a 2-drop, the dream. Give me 10 turns with this bad boy and I'll win. I guess I'm actually supposed to play out the statue this turn, because while there are a couple cards that have haste that could let them flip their suitor, it's better just to get our statue online. It's like Daybreak Combatants or whatever it's called, and then Creepy Puppeteer. I think those are the only two. Okay, let's Rending Flame here. And then attack for 2 with the Celebrant. I'm basically saying that I have Blessed Bolt in my hand. But will they believe me or not? I guess what I could have done is just attacked with the Celebrant before using Rending Flame. That was a better play. Because then there's just a bevy of possibilities that I could have, right? As opposed to definitely signifying I have this. Should have attacked first to see how they blocked. If they blocked at all. What a hand. Three cards left. Can kill up to 5 different creatures here. Alright, so let's make that play I was talking about this turn. Where I attack with the Celebrant before killing anything and see how they block. If they, again, block at all. They didn't. So we are gonna just use another Rending Flame here. We want a main phase so they can't have a pump spell. Also, I don't want to flip it to night. They would get 2 blood tokens. I actually think that I'm gonna bolt my own statue so they don't get any blood tokens. Given my hand, I think that's a good play. Red-green has a hard time dealing with Flood. If they don't attack, I'll just grasp and I smack in for 2. If they attack, I will attack and then Harvester. That doesn't feel like we are going to cast that anytime soon. We're probably going to discard the Dreadfeast Demon here. We have a Blood Fountain in the deck somewhere, and right now we are much more interested in drawing lands than Well, this is at the earliest 4 turns away, right? So... Sure. Alright. Discard the demon. There we go. Found some land. Alright, let's use our mana up efficiently here. And again, main phase. Probably should have attacked first once again. I don't know why I keep playing spells before attacking. Ooh, that was a good draw for them. Jeez, and they hit 2 creatures as well. Good beats. Alright, I can just cast them both out. So once again, we are going to want to... main phase some spells. We still have a downfall, so I didn't mind using the bleed dry, because getting rid of the spore crawler means they don't get to draw a card. I might not get to Parasitic Grasp one of those Weavers if they just pass the turn this turn, but... Ooh, okay, Dormant Grove was a really good draw for them. Sure. So what is the likelihood they triple block my Celebrants? I don't think it's very high, but I'm going to play out the swamp just in case they do. I'd be very surprised if they just took it. Oh, what am I doing? I can grasp any of those right now for... I should not have played out that swamp. I'm silly. They're all humans right now. I was already under the assumption that they were all werewolves. Because remember, when they're werewolves, I can't play the grasp for 2 mana. Slight mistake there. We should have definitely turned that into another other card. If they just take it, then I have to still cast one of these on main phase. So mistakes were made, but... not the end of the world. Okay, they really need to stop drawing spells. Land another Disciple, that's fine. They might just keep pumping the Weaver of Blossoms to try to flip it. Which is obviously ideal for us for downfall purposes. Yep. I mean, I think that makes sense. We're gonna go ahead and end of turn, kill the Weaver, and then swing in with both. We need to keep applying the pressure before the Dormant Grove gets too strong. Okay, let's turn this mountain into some gold, hopefully. That's very good. Yeah, let's smash with both. I think they just have to double block the Celebrant, take 2. That's bold. I mean, it works. But leaving my 4/4 Menace alive does not seem correct. And then we're just going to draw 2 cards here. It's good. Yeah. I don't think I need to bolt that right now. They need to draw a creature here anyways, or a removal spell. As soon as they pass and try to target the Disciple, I'll go ahead and bolt it. Just so that we don't lose to like a random Wolf Strike, but... And it doesn't matter if they pump, then they're just dead on board anyway. Alright. Mono removal wins again. Ooh, 6-0. Let's go. One more time. One more time. I wouldn't mind a nice little 7-0. It's been a little while since I've had one. If today is the 17th, my last 7-0 was... My last 7-0 was... Oh gosh, a long time ago. On the 4th. 2 weeks? It's been 2 weeks since I 7-0'd? Truly unacceptable. Bunch of 7-1s, but no 7-0s since 2 weeks ago. Alright, I just cursed it, of course. Just jinxed myself for sure. Nothing to do on turn 1 or 2 is not great. I don't really count Blood Fountain, but I don't think you mulligan. Oh, Blessed Bolt off the top. That's not good. Yeah, we could also have a problem if they just go like 1-drop, 2-drop on the play. I'm hoping they don't. Okay, that's good. Nothing. This might be a scenario where I want to pitch one of these creatures early on to... I mean, I guess if they don't do anything here, I won't care. But... yeah, now we might want to dig for something to do a little bit earlier. Really would like to find what? I guess Flame Blessed Bolt right now. If not, I think we main phase on this. Just because a 3 power creature's pretty annoying when my next play is a Socialite. Statue or... no, we want to lead with Socialite. Okay, so they're probably going to have Scattered Thoughts here then. They always do on 4. Oh, that's fine. We do not care about that. If they just want to tempo me a little bit, I am more than happy to let that happen. They even given me an extra blood token is what they ended up doing, more than anything. Sure. I am absolutely okay with that. If they're not playing creatures, I'm happy, because we have the Blood Fountain. They could very well be missing a color, though, it looks like. Let's go ahead and pitch this mountain end of turn, find something fresh. Scavenger's decent. Let's go for the Scavenger play. Eat their Geist before they can do anything with it. And all of a sudden, I'm already winning this race. Okay, they did miss a second color earlier. Next turn we can go Statue plus Fountain or Statue plus Bleed Dry, depending on what they're doing here. Oh, they have a Repository Scab. If they're looking in their graveyard, that's what I bet you. They're going to attack for 1 and play Repository. Calling it now. Not calling it now, because I lied. We needed you earlier, my friend. I'm just gonna bolt this now. Play the land and pass. We're not going to play out the statue anymore. I'd rather get rid of one of their flyers before they can do anything with it or protect it. And we have 2 good creatures to get back, our Celebrants and our Socialite. That's fine. I don't care if they sack their Ridge Wolf for a card. Or if they just don't do anything, I'm also okay with that. I think taking 2's fine. We'd rather do this and then play 4-drop plus 3-drop, or we go bolt this, smack for 2, and play our Celebrants. Yeah, at this point we're just going to be discarding the statue to our Celebrants. Mama Aerith, huh? Yeah, it's a slightly a greedy attack if they make it, but I don't think it's terrible. Alright, another fantastic draw. Let's play out the land. And let's smack in with both. Presumably 2-2 and 2-5 go on Celebrants. Oh, I messed up here. I'm not bleeding dry on there. I'm bleeding dry on the Aerith. This is a mistake. Well, I could actually kill... Nah, this is a mistake. I made a mistake for sure. I should have done this pre-combat. Then they couldn't block the Celebrants unless they wanted to block with Aerith, because now they're just bouncing off. For some reason I thought this was going to go a little bit differently. So, I missed 4 damage there. Not great. Yeah, that was pretty awkward. Ooh! They should have actually not cleaved that. Or at least I don't think they should have. Alright, well, we're probably still winning here. My guy has Death Touch, so they're going to 6. Then we have 2 follow-up plays, so... Not looking good for them. They have way too many cards in their hand. I don't think they're going to be able to play all what they want to play with that much mana. Oh, 2 mana 3/3 was actually really good. Okay. Man, they'd basically just be dead here if I didn't make that punt. Ugh. They're still super far behind, but... Currently still dead on board. Let's go to combat. Make them have it. So they can trade here, eat this, and then if they have a bounce, I guess. No, so they double block this, and then have an Abrade or a Bolt. Oh? Alright, so they have to have Alchemists then. And they do not. They didn't even get to see my demon. How sad. In fact, did we only cast the demon 1 game? Like, this deck didn't even need the demon. That's how funny this was. You could have just deleted the demon from this deck and it still would have done just as much work, I think. Right? This could have just been another Celebrance, which we had, and the deck would have been the same exact. Wait, why can I still build this deck? What? Oh, interesting. Anyway. Yeah, so 7-0. This draft was absurd. Again, I think the best deck I've had in this format. It didn't even need the bombs. It was just so goddamn consistent. We had so much removal, a good curve. This thing was disgusting. So if you don't like and subscribe after that one, you are a hater of fun, a hater of magic. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll get some Vintage Cubes starting on the 22nd. But until then, we will enjoy some more Crimson Vow and hopefully more decks like this. See you later.